You are 34. Last night, Ryan sat on your couch and asked to borrow money. 10 years ago, you and Ryan started the same job, same week, same desk, same salary. Ryan worked harder than you. Everyone said Ryan was going places, and you believed them too. Everyone said Ryan was going places. You believed them too. Last night, he asked you for $2,000. You said yes. You didn't check your account first. You didn't need to. The difference was never the paycheck. The difference was one quiet thing you started doing at 24. Everyone laughed at it. Some people pitied you for it. You did it anyway, in silence, for 10 years. This is how you escaped the rat race. You are 24. You have a job, a real one. Salary, benefits, a desk with your name on a little plastic sign. Every 2 weeks, money lands in your account. Every 2 weeks, it's gone before the next deposit. Not on anything crazy. Rent, a car payment, the subscriptions you forgot you signed up for, the lunches, the small upgrades that each feel like nothing. You're not broke. You'd never call yourself broke, but you are one flat tire away from a problem you cannot solve. You just don't know it yet. In March, you get a raise. $4,000 a year. You feel like you made it for about a week. Then, a nicer apartment, a better phone. The raise dissolves into a slightly better version of the same life. 6 months later, you need the next one. You are running as fast as you can. You are standing in exactly the same spot. Friday nights, you stop checking your account. You already know roughly what it says. You just don't want to see the number. Looking would make it real, so you don't look. He pulls into the lot and 2 guys walk over to look at it. Ryan stands next to it. You stand next to your Corolla like a man standing still. Because you are. You don't know it yet, but the way off this edge doesn't look like winning. It looks like losing. It happens on an ordinary Tuesday. Your manager stops at your desk. Good quarter, there's a bonus coming.
Really? That's amazing.
You earned it. You wait to feel something. Nothing comes. That night, you do math you've never done before. Not the math of this month, the math of your whole life. 40 more years of this. 40 more years of the paycheck landing and leaving. 40 more years of running. And at the end of it, what? You will have given everything you had, every single day. And still be one bad month from broke. The thought doesn't scare you. It empties you. The next day, you notice a man at the office you've walked past 1,000 times. He's almost 60. He drives a 10-year-old Honda. He never seems worried about anything. You ask him, half joking, how he stays so calm. He doesn't laugh. How do you stay so calm? He says, there's a difference between looking like you made it and actually making it. That night you open your laptop. You add up everything you actually have. Then you do the one thing nobody ever taught you to do. You decide from now on. Every payday, the first bill you pay is the future version of yourself. You move money out of reach, into a place your future can find it, and your impulses can't. You write that number on a piece of paper. You open the calendar and circle a date. You fold the paper, you put it in a drawer. You tell no one. You didn't quit your job. You didn't make a speech. You just quietly started paying yourself first. You are 26 now. You've quietly stopped chasing the things you used to chase. A friend has a birthday dinner. 12 people at a long table. The question goes around. So what are you up to these days? What's next for you? They have answers. Big ones. Loud ones. The question reaches you. You drive home and you feel it. Not poverty, something worse. You feel like less. For years, your job title was your answer to the question, who are you? You just survived the hardest part of the whole thing, and it had nothing to do with money. You are 27. Same car, same apartment, same you. Ryan parks his BMW next to your Corolla on a Monday morning. He's got new wheels on it now. He looks at your car, then at you, and his face isn't cruel. That's what makes it worse. You good, man? He says. Like, financially? You good? At lunch, two coworkers don't see you sit down behind them. One says, I feel bad for him. The other says, maybe he sends money home or something. You don't correct them. You can't. You have more in savings than both of them combined. You are 29. This is the one nobody warns you about. You're doing everything right. Your best friend buys a house. He sends the photo to the group chat. Keys in hand, sold sign. The phone buzzes for an hour. You stare at it longer than you should. You type something, you delete it. That night, you take the paper out of the drawer. You look at the circled date. It's still so far away. You lie awake. For the first time, the thought arrives fully formed. Maybe they were right about you. You don't know it yet, but Ryan is feeling the exact opposite of this right now. You are 30. The strange part is that you miss it. You miss the rush, the clear scoreboard. The bonus you could brag about. The title that told you exactly where you stood. One night you open the car app, just to look. A newer model, financing available. You imagine pulling into the lot. You imagine the two guys walking over to look. You imagine feeling like a player again, just once. It would cost you everything you've quietly built. Ryan always looks like he's winning. Your thumb stays there, over the button, in the dark. You don't know it yet, but in 3 weeks, the decision is going to be taken out of both your hands. You are 31. It comes on a Thursday, a layoff sweep, half the floor gone by lunch. You and Ryan both get the email on the same morning. This is the thing. This is the moment that ends people who live on the edge. You think it might end you too. The fund is there, 7 years of saying no, sitting in a drawer. But it's not enough to coast forever. So you make the choice that guts you. You move back in with your parents. 31 years old. Your old bedroom, the same crack in the same ceiling you stared at as a teenager. You cancel the one trip you'd finally let yourself plan. You sell the motorcycle you spent 2 years fixing up. That night, you lie in your childhood bed and do the math. The date you circled at 24 is now further away. 7 years of being laughed at, of skipping things, of staying quiet, and you've ended up in the room you grew up in. For the first time, you don't think they were wrong about you. You think you were. You don't drain the fund to zero. You don't take the loan. You take the humiliation instead of the debt. And Ryan? Ryan keeps the apartment, keeps the BMW, keeps posting. He never moved home. He never looked like he was struggling for a single day. He just did it the only way he could. More debt, a worse job grabbed in a panic. For the first time in months, the numbers stop looking small. They look like time. You go back to work eventually, but this time, it's a job you chose. And slowly, something shifts. Time stops being the thing you're always running out of. You sleep. A flat tire becomes a Tuesday errand, not a crisis. A bad boss becomes a thing you can walk away from, not a cage you're locked in. The number was never impressive, but it bought the one thing nobody on the edge will ever have. Options. The ability to say no. The ability to wait. The date you circled at 24 comes and goes on an ordinary Tuesday. Nobody throws a party.